Okay, today we've got a install video. I bought a Seymour sight, Serendipity, with an 8 MOA dot. This sight is made for a frame mount, 1911, some CZ75 I think. Anyway, it keeps the sight off the slide. This is a rimfire conversion and this slide's aluminum. You start adding weight to this, you're kind of asking for trouble. So you're going to have cycling problems. So hopefully this is the answer to that. But we'll get into the install here. And so I picked this up at Midway last December. It was on sale for $133. Where do you find a red dot? And this is good quality stuff. Competitors use this. This sight normally is $239. It's currently at $219. So that gives you any idea. I went $133. I'm in. And I've just been hesitant to do the install because it's a fair amount of work to drill this and to mount it up. But it's the same sight that I use on my revolver. Now this is mounted sideways, and this is actually a railway model, doesn't have this extension. So this comes, either you can bolt it right to the mount, or it has like a Picatinny DIN whatever rail mount that you take off of here, but it's an option. So you can put it on a rail on a rifle or anything like that. Alright, so we'll get into it here. I'm going to drill these holes. I'm going to take this slide out. I'll kind of dry fit this. I'm going to drill this front hole first. Fluid Film, not a sponsor. We'll see how this stuff works for drilling. It's got lanolin in it. Let's see here. See if we can give you that is pretty hard. And we'll see how that went. Now we've got our two front holes drilled and tapped. And I've drilled clearance holes in the front two holes. Basically, they use this as a template for the drill, as a guide to drill the original holes. Then of course you tap the holes, and the tap doesn't go through these, but the screw will go through these. So this is basically used as a template. So we're just gonna dry fit this, put the first two screws in, and use that sort of as a clamp to locate the back one, and then we'll proceed. This is, use this punch, kind of get things centered up. And I'll show you what we're going to do here. Screws are very small. And then once these screws go in, these have to be trimmed or your slide, it'll hit on your dust cover. So we're going to cut, and I'll trim those screws back and we'll come back. Okay, so we've trimmed our screws here. It's kind of a messy operation, but so we're going to dry fit this slide. And I've done this before. Took it off to drill it. Of course, you drill it with a slide on, you go through the dust cover. But so now what we're going to do is that we know we have clearance here off the slide, and what I've done here is just make sure that this has clearance there. And so we look good there. And we've got the same thing below the slide. Got basically about the same distance as we do here in the back. So we're all good. Now we can, I'm going to drill the rear holes, do the same operation, and we'll keep moving on here. So we're going to drill this back hole here, but I wanted to show you something. So we've got this set forward enough that it doesn't run into the frame rail bridge. So we're forward about a good 1/4 of an inch plus some. But depending on how long your fingers are, you may want to use it like this. But I generally put like right here, so I'm going to use this as a thumb rest also. But yeah, we'll go ahead and double check here, make sure we got this lined up. Oop. Yeah, we're good. Kind of use that dust cover as a guide. Just keep it away from when you drill the rest of these holes. You got to keep it out. So that looks like it's going to work pretty well. Okay, we're going to take this out, tap this back hole, and then we'll have it pretty much set. This is difficult to do. Okay. chips out of here. Oh, duh. Missed an operation, so clearance this back hole. Be ready to go. That in there. That'll work. There we go. Well, you can never have enough light. He's fit in there pretty snug. I think you all get the idea. And we'll drill and tap this one and we'll come back. We're on to the final part of this install. We've now got all the holes drilled. Tap the last two. Making a little bit of a mess here, but now clearance these. Stick these last two screws in the front in case they need to be trimmed. Easy to get to. I think the rest of them are good. It's a pretty time consuming project. But there we go. That looks really bright, but in the sunlight, it'll be perfect. It halos a little bit, but in the daylight it won't do that. Alright, thanks for watching. Okay guys, to give you some kind of idea, I'm just going to do this because it wouldn't show up on the bench very well. There's our dot. This is hard to do behind the camera. So, there it is. Thanks for watching.